Hello Scorpio, how's it going? I hope you're very well. My name is Madam Butterfly and this is going to be a year overview for 2022. You are very welcome here, Scorpio. Thank you very much for taking the time to check out the reading. I really appreciate it. And you know, if you find it resonates with you, Scorpio, or you just enjoy it and you feel like liking and subscribing for me, I would appreciate that a lot. You know, if you feel called to do that. So we're going to talk about kind of overall energies for the year, career and finances, love, and then we're going to close it down with some advice messages. The Four of Swords. For your opening message, you have the Devil, you have the Five of Swords, okay, you have the Chariot, you have the Six of Wands for your main theme for the year. Very nice. Oh my god, you have the Ten of Pentacles in your future opportunities, you have the Eight of Cups in your obstacles, you have the Ace of Swords in your talents. You have the Queen of Cups in your parting message. You also have the Seven of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So I want to say, first of all, there's something here in your talents about like, there's like a lot of mental clarity coming in this year, or you're going to be, there's like excellent communication. You're going to be communicating very well this year. Any confusion that you once had is going to be cleared right up this year. You're going to be thinking very clearly. You might also find that you are particularly adept at mental activities this year. Like you might find, I don't know, for some of you, maybe like, I don't know, you always doubted your mental abilities before, like how smart you were or something, but I feel like this year you're gonna realize exactly how smart you are. You have the Six of Wands for your main theme, which is a beautiful card to get because this is victory. You know, it's triumph over adversities. It's public recognition, being praised, being applauded, being, you know, being loved. You have the Ten of Pentacles in your future opportunities. So there's some kind of opportunity that you have to make a lot of money, Scorpio, this year, or to sign a contract for something. Now, that could be about moving house. Some of you might actually be moving house, because I see this in the spread here. In your past energies, like in your departing energies, you have the Chariot, then you have the Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So the Six of Wands is looking towards the 10. So some of you might have had problems moving house, like you might have been looking for a house, and because of like everything that happened, it was like a bitch to try and find one. This year you're going to find a house, okay? You're going to move. For those of you that that applies to. Some of you might have been very unsettled. There's something here with the Chariot and the Eight of Cups about you. Maybe some of you, like, now this could be metaphorical or it could be literal. Like you might have, this year you're going to be feeling very settled. You're going to feel like you found your place this year. So I don't know if you're a bit of a kind of wanderer, you know, like maybe you kind of move around a lot or you like to travel or something like that. But this year you're going to be a lot more settled. I see permanence here. There's something to do with permanence. You know, like a permanent job, or like moving into a house permanently, or like a long-term commitment coming in. It's security. You know, it's feeling content with where you are. Because I feel like, yeah, with this 8 of Cups in your obstacles, you've kind of battled in the past with a sense of not feeling like you belong somewhere, or like always having itchy feet, or yeah, just not feeling like you belong. This is the year that you get past that. You're going to find your niche, you're going to find your place this year. Also with the 6 of Wands, this could be some kind of delayed news coming in. Some of you are getting married. Okay. Because I feel like maybe you know, it doesn't even have to be last year, it could be a bunch of years before. This 8 of Cups, you know, this is kind of, it's being on the true path. You know, I feel like in the past you felt like you weren't where you were supposed to be. So you see the moon, you've kind of been wandering the planet like the Incredible Hulk, looking for the place that you fit in, kind of guided by your intuition, and this is the year that you find it. So you have the 4 of Swords in your opening message. So this is a card of feeling at peace. You know, obviously the preceding card is the 3 of Swords, which is all about like emotional release, maybe a little bit of sadness for some of you, like maybe there was like some kind of heartbreak in terms of love, or just simply in terms of not feeling like you fit in or something like this. But excuse me, like, and that can be in terms of friends, the place where you live, your job, love, whatever. But the 4 of Swords, you're going to find yourself it's a very peaceful year. You're going to be feeling very, very content this year. Like you've achieved something. You know, there's a great sense of achievement this year. Like you've gotten to the place where you're supposed to be. And again, this Ace of Swords, there's like this clarity about something. So for those of you who kind of move around a lot, or like you move friend groups or something like this, or you always feel slightly displaced, I feel like that you're going to realize something that's going to bring you the peace that you need to make you feel peaceful every day. Because this is the thing, like you can move away as far as you want, and you can travel as much as you want, and you can change friend groups and stuff like this as much as you want, but if you're not happy within yourself, it's never gonna, it doesn't matter where you go, you're never gonna feel like you belong. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like this year there's something, you have some kind of realization, and it just brings you a lot of peace, and you feel stable, and you feel like you're where you're supposed to be. So you have the Devil and the 5 of Swords in, now this is the best way to achieve your goals, and this is actions to take. So this is all kind of tied in. There's something, now, for some of you, there's a few meanings here, so just bear with me. This Ace of Swords and this 5 of Swords are related, okay, because there's a mental breakthrough, there's clarity about something. This 5 of Swords can indicate a person or a group of people who, you know, like in terms of a person, it can represent like a narcissist. It can represent someone who's emotionally manipulative. You know, that you pour all this love in and affection and attention and you get nothing back. So you're going to be walking away from that person. In terms of a group of people, you know, like a group of friends or your family, you know, it's maybe people who put you down all the time. People who try and make you feel less than, people who borrow money from you and never give it back, people who are chaotic, you know, like there's always a problem that you have to try and fix or something, you know what I mean? And they just like create chaos, because it's like, you know, you fix one problem for them and then all of a sudden there's another problem they've created and it just never ends. So it could be some of you are moving away from that type of energy. But this can also be about, like I said, a way of thinking about yourself. You know, like, I don't fit in. I'm the odd one out. you know, because I'm lacking something. This is the year that you move away from that type of thinking. There's a clarity here that really makes you feel wonderful. And it will bring you, I keep saying it, but it's peace. It's like peace in your home, peace in your brain, peace in how you live your life. And with this devil, the devil talks about overcoming the things that are holding you back. You know, so, I mean, he can talk about addiction, so it might be time to give up some addictions. But, you know, usually I associate him with kind of low self-esteem. Or, you know, everybody has a different monkey on their back, right? Like, I'm not good enough, I don't fit in, these people are better than me, I don't know, something like this. There's something that's been holding you back, that's making you feel unsettled, that you get past this year. And you have the Queen of Cups here in your parting message. So let me just pull a card on her, and you have the Seven of, yeah, okay. Okay. There's a real sense here of, let me just show you the cards. I think in the past you've maybe been a little defensive, okay, and it's been all due to like some kind of subconscious fear and anxiety, okay, maybe brought in from a past life, might be brought in from childhood, teenage years, whatever, or it's just something you have to work through this year. But this year I really see you finding your sense of self-worth this year, Scorpio. Okay, so it's the Queen of Cups with the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Is that focused? There we go. So your intuition is very, very strong, Scorpio. There could be a water sign entering your life as well for some of you. But your intuition is very, very strong. You always doubt it because there's this lack of self-esteem here for some reason. Like you doubt it, or you're kind of, your fears and your anxieties kick in and override the intuition. But listen to your intuition this year because it's very, very strong. You're going to be very peaceful this year because with the Queen of Cups, you know, she's the energy of someone who, she's kind of been through it in the past. You know, she's kind of the energy of someone that's been taken advantage of. Because she's really nice, you know, she's really sensitive, she's really empathic, all this kind of stuff. So she's kind of been taken advantage of in the past. But this year you're moving into like self-esteem and healthy boundaries, you know, knowing when to say no with people. Like, no, that's too much, like, I'm not doing that, you can't, don't talk to me like that, don't treat me like that, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm going to take care of myself first. This kind of energy, you know. Very stable, very, very strong. And I also want to say with this Chariot, in your departing energies, the Chariot can also talk about someone who puts the needs of other people before themselves. So I feel like you're moving away from that. And it's because you're getting this clarity about your own self-worth, and it makes you feel a lot stronger. It makes you understand the dynamics with people in your life a lot more. So you're much more willing to put yourself first. You know, you're still going to be really sweet, you're still going to be really nice, but those boundaries are going to be in place. Healthy boundaries, which will attract healthy relationships. Alright, Spirit. Give me the next cards, please. You know what they are. Ooh, look at that. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Emotional fulfillment and happiness, Scorpio, in terms of career and love, okay? Long-term commitment as well, it looks like. You may have a this is your love. So you have the Strength card for your overall energies in your love life. So we'll have to clarify, but you could have a Leo coming in, of course. You're going to be looking a lot stronger in your love life, okay? There's a lot, I just saw 555 on the camera, so there's a lot of changes coming in the way that you, go into relationships, like the type of dynamic that you expect. You know, you're going to be on a much surer footing. You know, you're going to be expecting more from people. You're going to be expecting people to treat you better. You know, there's going to be healthy conversations about the way that things progress, the way that you and they want things to progress. In terms of your career and finances, so you have the 7 of Wands for your career, and you have the Queen of Swords for your finances. So in terms of career, the 7 of Wands, now it does indicate hard work, okay? Like, you're still going to have to work hard, of course, this year, but the 7 of Wands, it does indicate recognition, because like, you're going to have to work hard, right? But your work is paying off. It pays off because there's something about the way that you do things, or there's something about the position that you get yourself to where you're basically noticed more than the other people that are doing the same job as you. You know, you stand out in some way. One thing to say, you might have some, you know, there's certainly competition involved with the 7 of Wands. You might have to fight for what's yours, you know what I mean? You might have, you know, you're going to have to keep working hard. It's not just going to be handed to you, unfortunately, but that's a victory. The 7 of Wands is a victory. You know, it's being noticed, being recognized for your work. You have the Queen of Swords for your finances. So generally the Queen of Swords, I mean, you're going to be very careful with your finances this year. I mean, it's not the King of Swords, so you're not going to be completely closed off. You know, it's not, finances are not going to control your life this year, but I do feel that they're going to be very important to you. Maybe this is the first year that you felt like not guilty enough to keep your money for yourself or something. You know, maybe this is the year that, I think it's like the year that you start implementing those boundaries in terms of money, being like, no, this is my money. Like, I worked really hard for this, or like, I can't be lending you money all the time, because you did have that 5 of Swords, so you might have that. That devil can also be like a bit of guilt. You might be feeling a bit of guilt or something because you're starting to succeed. And like, there's that kind of environment around you of people that are like, well, that's not fair. Why do you have money and I don't have money? Give me some money. You know, and you're kind of like, well, no, hold on. You can have a bit of money. You can have a little bit of money, but this is my money. You know, I can't be helping you out with money and stuff all the time. Which is legit, you know what I mean? Make your own money. Like, get off your arse and make your own money. There's certainly, I feel this is a year you're going to be very focused on your career this year, and you're going to do very well because you're very focused on it. Yeah, look, working super hard. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay, so it starts to pay off. around about July, August, September. So you have the Eight of Pentacles, right? So working super hard at something, but making a name for yourself. You're getting really good at something this year. So July, August, September, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which, you know, this is dividends paying off. So this is something that you've been putting all your work into that finally starts to pay off July, August, September. You have the Devil here for your, now this is your career. These are cards for your career. So you have the Devil in, hold on, April, May, June. So I feel like you might get a little bit obsessed with your work around about April, May, June time. Like you might even find that you're overworking around about that time, but it is going to pay off. You know, and then at the end of the year here, this is October, November, December. The World card, this is an accomplishment. You, by the end of the year, next year, you achieve something. There's some kind of huge achievement next year. Like, sorry, around about October, November, December. You know, it's like recognition as well. So it starts to pay off July, August, September, and then by the end of the year you're getting all this recognition and like this accomplishment, this huge accomplishment that means you're basically moving to the next level in your job. You have the Death card for January, February, March. Why is that there, please, Spirit? So you have, there's something you've been waiting for in January, February, March. There's something you've been waiting for. This is, so you have the Death card with the Hanged Man. Death card clarified by the Hanged Man. Also clarified by the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups is a celebration. You know, this is something happy, that you're getting some kind of happy news here. And you have this Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is, this has been a slow moving offer, especially with the Hanged Man. You've been waiting for this offer. It could be a promotion with the Hierophant underneath it there. Yeah, it's been slow. With the Hierophant as well, for some of you this is like maybe a spiritual business or a spiritual job that you've been trying to get into, that you finally get the offer, or it finally starts moving. You get the go-ahead for something, because that Death card, there's like a huge transition at the start of the year that's going to make you really happy, and it's like some kind of offer or some kind of movement you've been waiting for. So expect good news January, February, March in terms of your career. Okay, so let's see what else you got for love. Let's just give these a proper... Okay, so you have the Eight of Swords for January, February, March. Ace of Pentacles for my months, April, May, June. The Emperor for July, August, September. And then you have the Star by the end of the year, October, November, December. So you have the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You have a wish fulfillment coming in here. This is a very stable relationship that you got going on with whoever this is, with the Nine of Cups and the Strength card. Because really the Strength card, there's like a lot of talking in this relationship about what you want. There's a very stable foundation. The Nine of Cups, like I said, that's wish fulfillment, but it's also relationship goals, you know? Like, it's the kind of relationship where, you know, people talk about you and they're like, oh, aren't Bob and Linda such a cute couple? Like, I just love having them around. Like, they're so cute. And it's like sailing off into the sunset energy, kind of energy. But I would say at the start of the year, you have the Eight of Swords for January, February, March, all right, which is feeling stuck because, you know, either you're like waiting for a specific person that doesn't make a move until later on, or you're like single and you feel like you're not getting any offers, or you feel like you can't move forward or something. For some reason, there's like a feeling of being stuck for the first 3 months. But then around about April, May, June, you have this offer coming in. Ace of Pentacles. So that could be the person you've been waiting for. It could be someone new that you're meeting, but they're serious. Ace of Pentacles is a serious offer, you know. It has the potential to lead to something very serious. It's going to make you very happy anyway with the Nine of Cups. You have the Emperor for July, August, September. So, you know, the Emperor talks about stability and loyalty, structure, organization, discipline. So you might find around about July, August, September with this new person that comes in, you might find that there's a need. See, this is the new approach that I think you're applying this year to relationships. It's like, maybe in the past you had a tendency to kind of rush in, or you had a tendency to give too much of yourself too early or something. You're not going to be doing that this year with this connection, because the Emperor is somebody very stable, and they are fire, but you know, they don't rush. The Emperor does not rush because he wants it to work. You know, the Emperor has enough experience behind him to know, okay, like, this is what I don't want to happen in this connection, you know, because this is what's happened to me in the past, so this time I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z. You know, it's like, but it's a very stable, loyal connection that you guys have with this person. I don't think it's going to move super fast. I think both of you are going to choose to not move it along super fast. But it's very, very stable. It's very, very loyal. And then again at the end of the year, October, November, December, you have this wish fulfillment coming in. So I feel like by the end of the year, you're really going to be very happy with this connection. You know, you're not going to have anything to hide with this person. You could be dealing with an Aries or an Aquarius. They don't have to be those signs. If your person's sign didn't come up there, don't freak out, okay? Doesn't have to be that at all. At all. That's just confirmation for someone that needs it. But, you know, the Star, you're going to feel very at home with this person. It's going to feel very easy to be with them. You know, you might even feel with this person that you've had a past life together. It's that kind of energy. There might be that kind of recognition quite early on with this connection where you just feel very comfortable with each other, you know. And I think because of that, I don't know if it's both of you, but I want to say at least you. I think because you do feel comfortable with this person and you do see this future with them, you're much calmer in the way that you approach the connection than maybe you have been in the past, you know, with other people. So we're going to get some advice cards. Cool, you have the Rabbit. What else, please? You have the Spider, You have the White Raven. I feel like I just dropped that one. Let me just do it again, see if it comes out again. You have the Groundhog. We're going to take all three. Just going to take the Groundhog and one more. Okay. You have the Moth and you have the Swan. Time for a deep dive at the bottom of the deck. That's come out for a few signs. So I feel like this year there's gonna be a lot of changes this year. You're gonna have to access parts of yourself that you're not used to dealing with this year, okay? There's like a new, you're gonna have to draw quite deep from within the well, because there's a whole new side of you coming out where you're feeling a lot more stable and a lot more secure, which is something that I think you're not used to. So this year's gonna be a big deal, okay? It's kind of a big deal. So let's see, you have the Rabbit, now is a lucky time, and you have the Spider, make your dreams real. So this is gonna be a good time for you, Scorpio. In terms of like manifesting love, manifesting a good job, you know. You have the Spider, make your dreams real. So there is something that you've been manifesting. These things that you've been manifesting, it looks like they're coming into play this year. You have the White Raven, trust in the magic. So trust that you're going to get what you want, Scorpio. You know, don't lose faith. Oh my god, focus. You know, because there is magic. Trust in your manifestations, because they might have been taking a long time to come to fruition, but this is the year that they're coming to fruition. And you have the Groundhog, time to let go, and you have the Moth, surrender now. So there's something that you need to let go of. Now, that's the Five of Swords and the Devil energy that came up earlier. So it could be a person. You're going to know if it's a specific person because it's someone who has repeatedly basically sucked your soul out. You know, like, it's the Five of Swords is the kind of energy where when you think of the person, it almost makes you feel a bit nauseated, because they're an energy vampire, basically. The Five of Swords is some kind of energy vampire, you know, or like a narcissist or something that I feel like they might physically have an effect on you, basically. You know, if it's in terms of friends, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. Maybe there's some family members who always put you down, but it could also be about surrendering to this new you, like letting go of this kind of debilitating mindset where you're like, I can't do that, I'm not good enough to do that, you know, I'm not good enough for this person, or they're better than me, or I don't fit in here, or something like that. You know, there's something that you need to, Spirit has a plan for you, and they want you to just surrender, basically. So I'm gonna leave it there, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for me, if you feel like that, of course. And have a wonderful year. All the best for 2022. I hope it's wonderful. I hope you get everything you want. Take care, Scorpio. Lots of love.